If it feels good, do it. You only live once. Come on, the end justifies the means. Those are very worldly thoughts, and they are all aimed at trying to find a pleasure-filled life on earth. It's really a pursuit that's been going on ever since Adam and Eve in the garden, when, for reasons only known to them, they decided that they were not content and happy with everything God had given them in the perfect creation, but instead they needed something more. They sought pleasure in eating the forbidden fruit, and we all know what happened next from there. Solomon had no boundaries, and he sought that elusive pleasure to make him happy. How did that go? Listen to these scriptures from Ecclesiastes chapter 2. Solomon says, I undertook great projects. I built houses for myself and planted vineyards. I made gardens and parks and planted all kinds of fruit trees in them. I made reservoirs to water groves of flourishing trees. I bought male and female slaves and had other slaves who were born in my house. I also owned more herds and flocks than anyone in Jerusalem before me. I amassed silver and gold for myself and the treasure of kings and provinces. I acquired male and female singers and a harem as well. He had 1,000 wives and mistresses. The delights of a man's heart. I became greater by far than anyone in Jerusalem before me. In all this, my wisdom stayed with me. He didn't go insane. And as he sized it all up, what did he say about his incredible pursuit of pleasure? He said, I denied myself nothing my eyes desired. You only live once. If it feels good, do it. I refused my heart no pleasure. My heart took delight in all my labor, and this was the reward for all my toil. So what comes next? Did he find that elusive happiness that he was craving and searching for through all of this pleasure, through projects, through money, through vacation, through sex all over the place with all kinds of women, through entertainment of all kinds? Here's how Solomon sized it up. Yet when I surveyed all that my hands had done and what I had toiled to achieve, everything was meaningless. A chasing after the wind. Nothing was gained under the sun. Everything Solomon did to try to find that elusive, lasting happiness through pleasure turned into a meaningless road. It ended up frustrating, lonely, disappointing, because who knows how many people he trampled in order to try to find that pleasure that would make him happy for a long time. Did you notice in what I read there from Ecclesiastes chapter 2 how many times the word I came up? The words myself, for me. Go back and read Ecclesiastes chapter 2 yourself, and I think you'll be surprised at how many times that word comes up. You see, Solomon was pursuing that elusive happiness through himself. I, for myself, for me. That was his only thought process. And he was determined to end up disappointed. Is pleasure sinful? Is it sinful to enjoy spending or saving money? To enjoy undertaking projects and finishing them? Is it sinful to go on vacation? Is it sinful to enjoy God's gift of sex? Is it sinful to have entertainment, to watch a game, to go to a concert or a movie, to watch a TV show, to have pleasure in your life? It is not sinful to do any of those things, as long as you do them God's way. Without being greedy, enjoy money and projects. Without being lustful, enjoy God's gift of sex within marriage. Without being me first and expecting happiness to come long term, go on vacation and have entertainment. But don't expect any of that to provide lasting happiness, because instead, your eternal salvation in Jesus, the forgiveness of sins that you can enjoy now through Christ alone, that is where your pleasure lies. That is where eternal happiness resides. Have the attitude, I don't need one single additional thing in order to be happy. Not even one. What's more, I could lose everything that I have on this earth. And it would set me back, and it'd be a loss to deal with and grieve, but it wouldn't destroy my long-term happiness. Have that mindset that you are full of pleasure in Christ alone because of his forgiveness and his eternal home in heaven that's waiting for you. And then you'll have the right mindset to enjoy the temporary earthly pleasures as they come and go throughout your life. God bless you as you do that.